We're redoing it. Okay. Hi, it's so nice to meet you. My name's Becky. I'm one of the registered dietitians here. Would you like me to call you Tony or Mr. Farrow?
Hi Becky, I would prefer if you just call me Tony.
Okay, alright, you can call me Becky. Just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from South Florida. I'm a huge Dolphins fan and I work as a clerk.
Okay, perfect. I'm actually from Maryland, so I'm a huge Baltimore Ravens fan, so it's a little bit of a climate change for me to come down here.
Yeah, that's a big change in the weather
Yeah.
for sure.
Do you have any pets at home, any family?
Well, I have a family with,
Okay.
I have a wife with
Okay.
3 kids and also a cat.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. So you mentioned, so you have kids?
Yeah, I have 3 kids. 2 are here at UF
Oh, okay.
and 1 is at home in high school.
Okay, perfect. So, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good. Nothing
Okay.
crazy going on.
Nothing too big. All right, same here. So I have here that you were referred by your doctor. Can you tell me a little about that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just found out that I have hyperlipidemia and hypertension.
Okay.
My doctor told me to come see you because you could help me with a diet that would help me with my sodium, cholesterol, and saturated fat intake.
Okay.
I've never really been to a nutritionist or a dietitian, so I don't know what to expect. And also, I'm looking to make changes because my father died of a myocardial infarction, and also my mom, who's 73, has hypertension. So I don't want these problems to affect me in the future.
Absolutely, I understand. I'd like to just start by going over what you normally eat a day. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, so just walk me through a normal day, what you normally eat.
Okay, awesome. So, well, after I get ready for work,
Okay.
let you know. Boom. Well, after I get ready for work, my wife makes me breakfast. I'll make coffee, add some cream, you know, like creme brulee type, you know.
Okay.
She toasts me a slice of bread with some oranges, banana. For lunch, I'll usually get a cheeseburger with salad. I like oil and vinegar dressing.
Okay.
For dinner, my wife cooks. She's also Italian, and so we'll have pasta, ravioli, meatballs, or Italian sausage. She usually adds some olive and roasted peppers, Parmesan cheese, maybe, and pepperoni on top. And on Fridays, we always have pizza in celebration for the end of the week. My favorite sausage is pepperoni. My favorite is sausage and pepperoni pizza. Then there will be some bread and some type of side for each dinner.
Okay, perfect. And so, do you have anything to drink typically with these meals? So for breakfast, you said coffee. For
Yeah,
lunch.
I do mostly water, but I'll have beer with dinner.
Okay. And so, how many beers do you usually drink?
Usually around 3.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about the timing of these meals? Do you typically eat at the same time? Is there a cue that you go
I
by?
usually eat breakfast around 8 a.m.
Okay.
Cause I have to get ready for work and all that at 7. I'll have lunch break around 12, and
Okay.
then I may eat around 1, and then for dinner, I eat around 6 p.m.
Okay. And so, where do you typically eat your meals?
Breakfast and dinner, I'll eat at home.
Okay.
We'll eat together before my daughter goes to school because she leaves at 8:20, and then same for dinner. We'll eat at the table when dinner is ready. Wait, that was sound weird. Breakfast and dinner at home, and then I'll just talk about. Okay, so I eat breakfast and dinner at home, and for lunch, I'll take the food back to my desk and I'll have it there.
Okay. Perfect. And so, tell me a little bit during your day, do you typically wait until those times to eat? Do you just get caught up with work or?
Well, I can get caught up with work a bit.
Okay.
Until those times, it happens a lot actually.
Okay. And how, sorry, it's a little bit detailed. How much food is typically in one of your meals?
I don't know, we're pretty decently sized, I'd
Okay.
say. Mhm.
Okay, so you're full when you're done eating them?
Well, for breakfast, not usually hungry, so we'll have toast and OJ,
Okay.
but that keeps me full until lunch.
Okay, so you're full, so you're usually hungry when lunchtime comes around at 12.
Yeah, for 12, at 12, at 12. For lunch, I'm not too full, but decently full.
Okay. And so what's decently full for you? Is it just, how would you explain it?
Like not uncomfortable, but not hungry.
Okay. And so for dinner, same thing. Is it usually the same size or?
For dinner, usually same size, and
Okay.
lunch plus.
Okay.
For dinner, it's usually the size of lunch plus a salad and bread.
Okay. All right. So you're typically satisfied afterwards after you eat your dinner?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty good. Plus, my wife is a really good cook.
Okay, perfect. And so tell me a little about your history with nutrition and food.
Well, I know nutrition is important, but I'm also Italian, so food's a big deal for my family. It's a way to connect, you know?
Okay, connect with your family. How so?
Yeah, like my daughter, my wife, we all talk about food, we talk about that nonstop, but we also host dinner parties with our extended family.
Oh, okay. Wow, so it sounds like your wife really loves to cook.
Yeah, she really does. She loves going on the computer and finding new Italian recipes, and she loves to try them out.
Oh, that's how I love to cook too. So what I'm hearing is that your wife does most of the preparation and any of the cooking. Is that correct?
Yeah, she loves to cook and she just really enjoys it.
Okay. And so she typically buys all the ingredients from grocery shops and she does all of that?
Yeah, she doesn't work anymore, so if everything is running errands all around town, she usually buys all the ingredients at the farmer's market and then the rest from Whole Foods.
Okay.
Most of the food she makes is homemade.
Okay, perfect. And so so you guys all in a car?
Yeah, we have probably a couple, you know.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. And so do you use any assistance programs like SNAP or are you familiar with any of those? You don't use those at all?
No, I make a lot of money,
Okay.
so we're good.
Okay, you're good. All right. And so your wife preps the food at home?
Yeah, she usually starts towards the afternoon, and my daughter helps her when she gets home.
Oh, wonderful. Your daughter helps?
Yeah, she loves to cook as well.
Okay,
Mhm.
awesome. And so, do you ever cook with them?
Sometimes I help out on the weekends, but it just helps set the table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you mentioned the weekends. What do you typically do on your weekends? Do you have to work?
No, I'm off on the weekends.
Okay.
Well, my daughter's at age where she doesn't really want to hang out with the parents anymore. It's not really cool or stay. But I usually wake up around 6 a.m.
Okay.
and then eat breakfast, go play golf with my friends, and then I'll just play around in the vegetable garden, so.
Oh, you guys have vegetable garden?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. And so so you sound pretty busy on your weekends. Do you do the same amount of, I guess, busy activity during the week?
Not really. My job requires a 10-hour workday, so
Okay.
I'm mostly sitting all day. But every Monday and Wednesday, I play bowling with some of my buddies,
Oh, okay.
and we have our own team and we compete.
Oh, cool. How long do the competitions typically
A
last?
few hours.
Okay,
Mhm.
awesome. And you really enjoy the competitions then, the bowling competitions?
Yeah, I love it. It's a way for us to unwind from a long day.
Okay, awesome. And so do you typically golf with those same friends or?
Yeah, sometimes we might add a couple more people if they want to come, but for the most part, just us guys. My wife has her own friends that golf too, so we go together.
Okay, perfect. And so do you typically spend the whole day there and then go home after you've golfed and hung out with your friends?
Yeah, well, usually we'll play around and have some beers or wine
Okay.
after leaving.
Okay, cool. And so how many beers and glasses of wine do you typically have?
Usually about 6 or 7.
Okay,
Mhm.
awesome. And so it sounds like you love to be moving and love to be outdoors. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the only side of my what was it? Yeah, so that's the only downside of my job. Both my wife and I love the outdoors, so I always try to do things like gardening and I also mow the lawn a lot.
Oh, okay. How long does that typically take you if you move?
Well, it usually takes me about an hour,
Okay.
but I've been improving and it's been decreasing.
Oh, good. Okay. Kind of building up that endurance.
Yeah, I know,
Okay.
and that tolerance.
All right. And so how do you feel about changing your diet and meeting those recommendations that your doctor set?
Well, I'm not really against it at all.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so let's imagine your life with great health and you're just happy in your life. How do you imagine that? How does that feel?
Well, I picture my family and I all healthy and happy together.
Okay, perfect. And so how is that different from how you feel now?
Well, it's just like a cloud over me.
Okay.
Like there's just, this thing causing me to die early.
Okay. And so, what do you think would make or would help make these changes easier?
I think we just come with some substitutions for the food
Okay.
that I eat regularly that will
Okay.
help.
All right.
But I also love my Italian food, so I don't really want to give that up.
You don't want to give it up? In what way? Like, just give it up completely?
Yeah, like I'll have to give up all the sausages and things that I really love eating.
Okay. And so, I'll be happy to hear that I'm not going to make you change your whole entire diet. Just some small changes that'll lower that saturated fat amount and get you to where those recommendations that your doctor said. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, good.
I've had turkey sausage before, so I think I can deal with it.
Okay, perfect. And so, how does your wife feel about all these changes?
She's really open to it because she just wants to support my health.
Okay, awesome. And so, she sounds very supportive. Sounds very, you're feeling good about it.
Yeah,
Got
she's
good
great.
background.
I'm just worried about my extended family.
Oh, your extended family?
Yeah, like I said, they come over for dinners and parties a lot, and well, they like Italian foods that my wife makes from scratch.
Okay. All right, well, that's definitely something we can discuss in our next session. So I'm going to leave you with a couple of these nutrition packets that you can read over. They have all the information about saturated fat, cholesterol, and how to lower your sodium intake. It'll give you some options that you can discuss with your wife. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. Should I do that before my next session?
Yeah, if you could, we can just discuss what you and your wife come up with and how you're feeling about it and just any thoughts that you have while you're reading these packets.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, so does next Tuesday work for the same time?
Yep, that sounds good.
All right, and just so you know, if you have any questions, you can always contact me. These sessions are just for you. We're just trying to make the changes that you need in your life and just make it work for you. So if you have any questions, you can email me.
Great, I'll see you Tuesday.
All right, see you then.
All right.
Okay. Right, next session.
Boom.
All right, Tony, it's so nice to see you again. How have you been?
Hi, I've been great. You know, I told my wife.
We're good. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
All right, hi Tony, how have you been?
Hi, it's been great. I told my wife about our sessions and she's loving it.
Oh, you did? Okay, so tell me a little about that. What did you guys discuss?
This is completely wrong. It's great. I told my wife about our sessions and she's loving all the changes that
Oh,
we're
okay.
making.
All right, so tell me a little about that. What did you guys discuss?
Well, the main things I was worried about were the sausages and
Okay.
some of the meat we use in our pasta.
Okay.
We tried turkey meat and the other night and actually really liked it.
Oh, awesome. Okay, and so what did you use the turkey meat in?
We use the turkey meat and a little bit of the pasta
Okay.
and the raviolis.
All right, awesome. And so did your daughter enjoy it as well?
Yeah, my daughter really enjoyed it.
Oh, okay, awesome. All right, so did you get a chance to substitute anything else, or was that was it for that week?
No, we didn't get a chance to.
Okay, no problem. All right, and so you mentioned the nutrition packets that I've given you last session. How are you feeling about those? Did you take anything from them, or?
Yeah, my wife and I read them together
Okay.
and we found them really interesting.
Okay, perfect. And so, tell me a little about what you read through it. Did you come up with any substitutions in your head, or?
Well, the sausage, I'm not worried about. Was that it? Yeah, okay. Well, the sausage, I'm not as worried about since I tried the turkey meat and I really
Okay.
enjoyed it, but the pepperoni I'm worried about.
Okay, you're worried about it just about giving you that, or?
Yeah, pepperoni is my favorite, like pepperoni pizza is my favorite dish.
Okay. Okay, so you mentioned the turkey meat. Have you ever heard of anything like turkey pepperoni?
Turkey pepperoni exists?
Yeah, it's available in Publix. It's near the deli meat section. My stepdad tried it. He really enjoyed it. He's also Italian, and so he actually substituted his the Italian pepperoni with turkey pepperoni. He enjoyed it. How do you feel about that?
Will it taste the same?
We all have different taste palates, but I can say that he enjoyed it. So how do you feel about possibly trying some of that?
Wait, tell me that you really liked it?
Yeah, he enjoyed it.
Never really had it, but I guess I could try it.
Okay, that's fine. So are you afraid that you won't like it, or I'm
Yeah.
sensing some reservation there?
I'm a little afraid. I'm afraid I won't really like it, and I'll be
Okay.
stuck without it for the rest of my life.
Okay, yeah, I understand. So, I completely understand. I know it seems like a big change when you've had something your entire life and now all of a sudden you're being told that you should switch it out. What do you think would be feasible in your diet if you're making any of these substitutions?
Well, I can try the turkey pepperoni on Friday, and then
Okay.
we can see how that goes.
Okay, so I'm worried, or in my mind, so what's your option if you don't enjoy the turkey pepperoni with the turkey sausage? Because you're switching two things. Do you have a little backup plan, or what do you
Well,
think?
we could just mix them.
Okay, you have some extra at home?
Hmm.
Okay, so how do you feel? Maybe 3/4 turkey pepperoni and then a quarter of Italian pepperoni?
Yeah, I'm gonna have my wife substitute some of the pepperoni with turkey pepperoni,
Okay.
and some of the Italian sausage with turkey sausage with the
Okay.
pizza on Friday.
All right, that sounds like a great stuff. All right, and so there's also some chicken sausage if you ever want to try different flavors. That's also available at Publix.
Okay, I can ask her to buy some chicken sausage
Okay.
and just throw it in the pasta one night, see how it goes.
Okay, that sounds good. And so, how do you feel about sticking with the substitution of the turkey meatballs with the Italian, or for the Italian meatballs? You mentioned that you did that last week.
I could do that. I like the taste.
Okay,
yeah.
you enjoyed it?
Mhm.
Okay. And has your wife, oh, I'm sorry. So when I was looking over your usual diet, one of the notes I had made that we could talk about again was going over the dinners that you have with your extended family. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Um,
So they come over every 2 weeks, and then you'd mentioned that you were worried about them accepting the diet changes.
yeah, it's just that they really love the food that my wife makes.
Okay. All right, and so has your wife always just made Italian food for them when they come over?
Yeah, she makes everything from scratch, and to be honest, she's not too happy. She's not too happy about the idea of changing.
Okay, just because of the accepting it from the family. Okay, so you said she enjoyed the turkey meat though, right? Correct?
Yeah, but I think she's more hesitant because we're showing her family love and appreciation.
Okay, I understand. So if she changes the meal, then they might not come over anymore.
Well, not necessarily that, but it's just a way of showing their appreciation to the food that we love.
Okay, and so I understand. So it's really about the Italianness in the actual meal when they get it.
Yeah, she might feel like she, just like cheated on a good, hearty Italian meal.
Okay, and so I'm open to any ideas you have about this. It's really just most like getting the most out of your meals and about your dinners. So how do you think would be the best way to bring up this topic of change with your family?
Oh. Well, I talked to my family over the. Alright, well, I talk to my family every week over the phone, so I can always call them and get their feedback.
Okay, yes. So would that be something you could do maybe this week, and then we can discuss what you talked about next week?
Yeah, we have a dinner party this Thursday. Would it
Okay.
be okay if I kept the meal the same?
Yeah,
Italian meatballs?
Yeah, that's definitely optional. It's up to you. Would you feel comfortable eating the Italian meatballs now that you've tried the turkey meatballs, or how are you feeling about that?
Well, I just know I'll feel bad eating it when I know I should be eating the turkey.
Okay. All right. So maybe would your wife feel comfortable making two sauces, one with turkey meatballs and one with Italian?
Yeah, I could definitely do that. I think
Okay.
they should be open to it.
All right. I think that would also be a good option. That way your family could actually try the turkey meatballs, maybe with her cooking as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. So I can't wait to hear how that goes. So I know it's hard making these diet changes. I know we've had some reservations throughout, just because it's hard going from one food and growing up and eating it, and then you have to all of a sudden change it now in your life. How are you feeling about that? How are you feeling after all
Well,
this?
I'm just still really worried about my health,
Okay.
but I know these changes are helpful, so I'm glad my wife was being so supportive.
I'm glad too. That's really awesome to have a family backbone. Let's go over what we discussed and see if you have any questions. That way we can go through and be ready for next week. All right, so I have written down that last week you came up with some ideas of substituting the spaghetti meatballs, the Italian meatballs with the turkey meatballs, switching some Italian pepperoni with some turkey pepperoni, and substituting some of the sausage that you have on the pizza or in your pasta with some turkey meat. That sounds all
Yeah,
good?
no, that sounds
Okay.
all good.
All right. And so I believe in you. You've already made a change. You already started the turkey meet without even just meeting with me again for a counseling session. So I'm really excited. I know you can do it. And you're not going to like every change. That's okay. Just make sure you stay in contact with me. Just let me know how you're feeling about everything, and we'll try to find the best option that works for you.
Awesome. Sounds good. I
All right.
can't wait.
All right. And do you have any questions for me?
No questions.
Okay. And same time next Tuesday. Is that okay?
I can definitely do that.
Okay. And again, you have my email if you have any questions for me, anything you need to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good.
All right. I'll
Thank
see you
you.
then, Tony.
All right.